Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we are doing the best upgrade you could ever do to an AOD car. This right here. We're doing auto to manual swap on my man Jesse's car.
It's gonna be awesome.
So we're about to get started. A lot of this is gonna be time lapse. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know, just because we got to get it done and get this thing back on the road. It's been too long. So stick around, check this out. All right guys, I'm just going to run down the parts list we got here. First of all, if you have a factory automatic car, you're going to need a clutch pedal assembly. We got this one, well Jesse got this one from somebody online, right?
Yeah, somebody online sold it for 100 bucks.
100 bucks. It comes with like our clutch safety switches on there already. We got brake pedals. Got the factory quadrant, but we're going to ditch this because these things are not I mean, they work good for stock cars, but if you're gonna one good clutch dump and it gets out of adjustment and it's just not good. So next thing we got the Summit aluminum quadrant with firewall adjuster, and the cable's also adjustable, so you adjust it here and then you can, firewall adjuster is for fine adjustments with so you don't have to get under the car. You can just adjust it around the firewall. Next, I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry, but we got the Ford Motorsport HD 10.5 inch clutch. Thanks to Adam at Canapolis Engines, which actually is Sam at Out Pasture Pony Parts as well. He supplies these and then his brother surfaces them for him. We got this aluminum flywheel, surfaced, balanced, ready to go for $100. So if you guys need a flywheel, make sure to hit up Adam at Canapolis Engines. And another Out to Pasture Pony Parts, we got the dust shield ready for it. All right, so what you want to do, this is a 4-cylinder T5 we're going to run in this car, which it's not going to be a race car or anything like that, which I've heard of these being at the drag strip and holding them just fine. And the guy we got this from, Foxbody Mike, ran it behind a Stroker Windsor. So I think it's going to hold up to this 302 that's in this car. But what you have to do, this is a pilot bearing from a, I don't remember the year model. It's a diesel Ranger.
I think it's an 88.
88 diesel,
like
yeah, Ranger with a diesel engine, like a something, because the input shaft on a 4-cylinder T5 is smaller, so you gotta have this special pilot bearing. You can't just buy a pilot bearing for a Mustang. So just keep that in mind if you do a 4-cylinder T5, which they hold up all right if you're not beating on it all the time, and they're cheaper. We got Jesse bought this one for $150.
Yep. Right.
So we're in, and then I had a Bellhausen. We got a new throw-out bearing fork. So I think this is just about everything we need. We got to get a couple bolts because your bell housing bolts are a different length from a T5 to an AOD. So we have to get a couple bolts for that and pressure plate bolts for the flywheel. But other than that, I think we have everything here, and we're ready to get started and just rip this old AOD out of here and get ready to start rolling some gears. I'm sure you're excited.
Oh yeah, I'm ecstatic.
All right, let's get going. All right guys, I also forgot about this. We got this MGW shifter from Foxbody Mike as well. This is a nice piece, man. It's fully adjustable. You can adjust it however you like to have it in your car. It's got stops, and this is just a nice upgrade for any T5. Oh, it's even patent. Nice. But it's just some silicone, 4 bolts, and you have a nice upgrade.
So what Brent's doing is taking all the steering wheel surrounds off so we can get the steering column out. So we have access underneath the dashboard so we can get the pedals in there. Where do we stand?
Well, we had to take the H-pipe off. Go ahead and take the H-pipe off so we can get the steering column bolt out. It's right down here underneath your brake booster. If you can see it, we got a socket on right now. We're getting ready to take that loose so we can get the steering column out. We have all the plugs unplugged from the steering column. So we just have to take this bolt out and then a couple bolts inside. And then she's coming out.
Ready, set, go. While we wait for Brent to pull the steering shaft, look at that Sinus built custom gauge set right there.
Whoop. Went the light.
There goes the light.
Here we go. Hung up on some wires here. There's a couple wires here that you may not have. There's an alarm system in this car. We have to bypass these wires. There she is. Yahtzee. Automatic pedal. Get a couple more in there, which it should go back together faster than it came apart. Normally the way it goes, but let's see. Alright, so we'll just pull the pins out. If you want to ditch this stuff and get an aluminum quadrant, it just makes your life so much easier. So you just did all this stuff just goes away. I'll just spring on that side. You can only imagine doing this. The people that have done it underneath the dash realize how big of a pain it is. Grab a screwdriver and just pry that off.
There's the difference.
Just a shaft welded in, which it has the hole there. I wonder, well, you'd have to weld underneath the dash, but if you just get a hold of the shaft where you can keep the larger pedal, it'd be kind of cool. The rest of it's exactly the same. It's just that shaft going through. Well, I guess this right here too. Like the stop.
Oh, the actual clutch.
On the quadrant, stuff. Yeah. It's just spot welded in. Very cool. So from the factory they put the speedometer cable through where the clutch cable is supposed to go, which makes zero sense to me, but so you have to relocate it. It looks like somebody else has put some wires through there as well. We got to relocate.
There goes that.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, one of the most difficult things we've had so far is relocating the speedometer cable, but what we figured out is the best way. We tried pushing it through, it wouldn't come through, but what we've done, let me show you here, we'll get the light on. Took this clothes hanger, we pushed it through, and Jesse is taping the speedometer cable onto it right now, and I'm gonna pull it on through. So, as of right now, this is our best option. I think this is the best bet all the way around. But you can see we got 3 pedals. We're getting closer. Jess is in here getting the console pulled out.
Yeah, buddy.
And transmission's coming out next. So we've been working on this probably since what, 10 o'clock this morning?
Yeah. But we did have a little distraction.
But we stopped. There was an alarm system in this car that just had this god-awful amount of wires in there. And we're gonna have to move the wires if we kept it, so we just went ahead and took it out. Hey, but we found the car had an amp in it.
600 watt.
600 watt amp. We didn't know it's mounted up underneath the rear package tray. Surprises. But we're still going. Getting the console out now. And then I'm gonna go and start pulling the transmission. We'll be moving along now. I think the paces will pick up right now. So enjoy this time lapse.
Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here again to finish up the swap. There's the T5 all good to go. Come over here.
Probably it's the first time.
We got Brent relaxing.
Oh yeah, I'm relaxing in here.
Right here. If you look over there, we got double Foxbody royalty. We got Rob Miller over here.
Oh yeah.
Making sure we get this done right today.
Yeah. All I'm doing is tearing stuff up.
But yeah, we got plenty of space under here. Get everything going. And take a look inside the car. It's a little bit of a mess, but got the auto shifter taken out. Everything is good to go. We are well on the way to making this a real grown-up Foxbody.
Alright guys, if you saw me get that transmission up in there, but here's one thing you have to do. You have to grind the spot welds on this crossmember so you can move this, so you can get it in the right location for the 5-speed. It just has to be able to move back a little bit. So just make sure to do that, and don't be trying to drive yourself crazy by trying to pry it in place, because it won't go. So you just do that, grind this and let it move, and then you can slide it in the right spot. Let's get this thing the rest of the way done. We got this back together and the starter wouldn't turn over, which I remembered as soon as it wouldn't turn over that we had to connect some wires that unplugged from the automatic transmission. So you have to connect the white with the on this one is white and pink, white with a pink stripe, to the red with the blue stripe. Just twist those together, or we twist them first to test it, and then we put a butt connector in, and now we're connecting the black wire and the purple wire to the backup lights. So we'll have backup lights, and so you don't really have to buy the harness. The harness would make it easier, but you can just wire it direct if you want. So we are within minutes of a test drive. We're looking forward to that.
All right.
Sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good. How that sound, yeah that sound good.
So how's it feel?
Feels a lot better.
These shifting gears.
It's awesome.
Does it feel like a different car, or?
It feels like a totally different car. It's a lot more enjoyable, more engaged. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
Nice. Guys, thanks for watching. This has concluded our AOD to T5 swap. I think it'll be all in one video, but hope you guys enjoyed and you learned something. We learned a couple things along the way. Now we're just out enjoying cruising, which is what it's all about. See you next time.
Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. Ayy, tried to play me back then, but you learning now. Do not play with fire, you be burning out. It's like butter, baby, butter when